Hello, boys and girls. Bentley here from Too Damn Many Projects with another damn project. You know about this one. We're sticking it out with this one for a while. Um, this is the Clinet prototype that we talked about previously. This is the car that was made before they ever heard of the name Clinet. And this is what they cobbled together. And it's remarkable. We see more and more interesting things as we come along. One of the things with getting the hood off, I keep thinking this through. This area here over to Tootsie's, it has to be covered. So we're going to end up putting a piece of removable metal in here, or even a piece of removable fiberglass. It doesn't really matter, because the way this is set up, we can do a lot of different things. But, you know, there's a groove in here to seal the hood. There'll be another piece here to seal the hood so the heat doesn't go in there. We're stripping all this out here. I'm gonna take my neck brace off. I can hardly talk. Kind of slows my jaw down. So this is the bracket for the steering and the brake, and it's going away because we definitely are going right-hand drive. We just bought an electric right-hand drive steering rack, and I'm pretty excited about that. I'm absolutely crazy about that for the simple reason that it cleans up a lot of things. We don't need a power steering pump. This greasy, dirty, nasty mess here called a power steering gearbox actually is a very good steering box, don't get me wrong. The old Ford boxes were great, okay? Doesn't belong on this car. It's going away. And it goes away because simply this is a cutting edge car. For, you know, it is a prototype for something we might want to do, or we are going to do. But as we talked about it before, this is Chitty. This is the more modern replica of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And that was Carol's idea, and I happen to like it. What we're dealing with here is a Lincoln frame, cut down, and an MG body. And we just went and took a few things out of the inside of the car. We're getting ready to remove the mechanism for the convertible top so that we can take and clean it and get it dipped and powder coated. So everything in it is like new on board there. We want that to be nice. Same thing, we put the windshield over there, and the windshield's going to get completely redone and rebuilt. And I don't know if I'm going to powder coat the frame in that, probably. But all those little rubbers and things are still available. And the nice thing would be just, you know, if we got a rainy day and we're caught, we can put the top up. So there's lots of little things. But the fun part, we found a part to the boat tail. I had no idea there was this part. I don't think I've ever seen it. This part goes onto the boat tail. And I'll try to get you a vision of what's going on underneath there. But literally, that is the lip for the back of the boat tail. And of course, we've seen them forever, and we know what it's about, but not in the flesh, like in this mold. So we're getting ready. We've got some really nice heavy-duty cloth right here that's going to amount to one hell of a lot of strength for this thing. We've got some biaxial cloth. We've got the right gel coat. We got the right, we call it the right wax. So this thing is going to get scrubbed, cleaned, sanded smooth, polished, you know, to 2,000, maybe 2,400, whatever, and then waxed with 6 to 8 coats of paste wax, which is what you do. And we will already have our glass cloth prepared for what's coming next. Literally, we'll have it cut into sections and have them numbered and have a guide map of, because you can't see it once the gel coat's in, sprayed in there, it won't matter, but it will tell us what parts of this, what cloth goes where. And the nice thing about that is we're just laying the cloth down, all right, in a resin, rolling it out, putting another piece in, rolling it out, and there's going to be overlap like you're supposed to have. And we'll get 2 or 3 layers on it, and then we can look and see what we did wrong, or we could have improved, or what have you. Any corrections we could make. And I mean, we're talking, it has to come up around the lip, has to go around the back. This is actually the front. Has to come up here, and it's got to be thick and strong enough that it doesn't just crack and break. There's places we will more than likely be adding reinforcement. Maybe it needs it, maybe it doesn't. But the nice thing about having some reinforcement, it might be a place to, screw in a latch or something we decide later to put in there. We'll have something to back it up with. But this was a revelation today. I couldn't believe this. I'm like, what does that go to? And wait a minute. That's what it goes to. So I'm pretty excited about that. I just never thought of the lip. So we also took a measurement. And approximately right here, okay, on this thing, right in this area, we can put the forwardmost end of the boat tail, and it will carry out back here and go slightly behind this. They left the frame long here so they could put a tire in there. That's what this back piece is for the spare tire. But it looks like we'll probably be chopping a piece of the MG body off back here in such a way that when the boat tail's in, we can enclose it and use it for something. I don't know, I might even put a lid on it or something, or try to do something tasteful and necessary. Couple little issues. We've got a little bit of rust on here. Nothing serious. It's not rust through or anything like that. What it is, primer does not have the ability to resist moisture. In fact, it sucks it up like a sponge. And so it's sitting there just getting things rusty. And then you get dings and stuff over the years, and there's things to clean up. So we're taking all that into consideration. We're doing it. But here is the plan that we came up with for these side pieces. Usually you see those attached to a hood, which we have 2 of over there. And I got some really nice looking stainless piano hinge that will work quite lovely there. And then we just thought we would cut this at this line and reinforce this piece to this piece and have that kind of as maybe a vent to the side or a conduit for wires. I don't want to have anything on this firewall. I want this firewall to be absolutely immaculate. No holes that we can avoid. I know we're going to probably have a hole for the steering, but that's okay. One hole is not ruining my plan. I just want this to be clean. I don't want it cluttered with a bunch of garbage. There's no excuse. This whole huge engine compartment is an invitation to make a really nice finished job in an engine compartment. It won't look like it's out of a showroom. It looks like it's going to look custom. It's going to look like it's special. It's going to look nice. And I think everybody will like that. But we'll find out. We're going to see what's happening. So we'll keep moving along on this thing. We'll get the rest of the parts out of here. Clean the interior. There's more to do, more to clean. Get this all done. There may be a possibility of taking this body off completely and having it dipped. Maybe. I don't know yet. We have many things we have to go through here. So we're just going to take it as it comes. We're going to get this boat tail built, and we're going to slip it into place, and then we're going to see how it goes. But there's quite a bit of sanding and prep work going, and we're going to do over here with this deal and take the steering box out. All that stuff has to get ready, and in the process we'll be getting ready to do the boat tail. And once that's, it takes about a week to cure, maybe a little longer, so I'm not going to try to rush it. So we'll see what happens with that. But fitting the boat tail on here is really essential, so we know where we're at. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'm out.